Thank you, Support Gaming. I always say, let me know if you can hear and see me. Put a 1 in the chat, and I didn't do it this time. My bad. It's your girl Nita, your favorite diva, and I'm back for another Game of Thrones Revisit the Throne series. This is season 2, episode 9, the penultimate episode before the finale, y'all. So this is Blackwater, and this is really, really good. Thank you so much, Support Gaming. Thank you, Savannah, for stopping through. You were just supporting me on my other live. I appreciate you so much. Support Gaming, yes, you always here for the Game of Thrones and power. I love it. Thank you so much. My girls are coming, and they will be here shortly. I hope. We'll see. I don't know. But anyway, William Lawrence, my future missus. He's so funny. Yeah, so this was a really good episode, y'all. Y'all know, if y'all already seen it, right? Y'all have seen Game of Thrones, right? And you know episode 9 is where it goes down. It goes down in episode 9. No exception to the rule. Season 1, we had the execution of Ned. It went down. Yes, it went down. So yes. Oh, my girls are here. Yes. I have Miss K.
Hi, all up in my robe, honey, tonight.
Okay, Moochie, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, babe. Okay, she's not gonna be on camera, so
yeah, I'm not gonna be on camera tonight. I'm kind of out of it, y'all.
It's okay. We got her beautiful voice here. We have her commentary, and as long as you can hear her, that is what is important.
As long as y'all hear, y'all know it's all right.
Oh. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining me. You know, it's never taken for granted. I don't ever do any of that. So thank you so much. I just wanted to make sure I made that announcement and say thank you.
Of course.
For joining. Okay. You forgot what happened in this one? Okay, so let me just refresh you, William. This is when Stannis actually comes and breaches King's Landing. He comes to King's Landing, he gets there, and he's going to siege the kingdom. Okay, so that's where we at. This is the Battle of Blackwater Bay. So, and it's a good one, baby, because it goes down. Excuse me. This is when Game of Thrones really had its first epic battle, and from being a first-time watcher from season 1 up to season 2 and actually seeing this epic battle, you guys, it was a lot. It was very, very gory. It was a lot of massacres. I mean, it was just a lot of violence. It was, but also too, I think this was the first episode that George R.R. Martin actually wrote the episode. So I believe, if that's not right, put it down in the comments. Hey Tamisa, hey Jenya. I think this was his first one. Well, he wrote the whole source material, but this is his first episode that he's credited as the writer of that. It was also written by Neil. I mean, it was directed by Neil Mitchell. Yeah, Neil Mitchell. And so, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I got my screenshots here because we got a lot to discuss. So I had to keep it with the screenshots because there was so many moving parts here. So I definitely had to do the screenshots. So first of all, we get Cersei talking to Maester Pycelle, trying to get the elixir. We call it the elixir or something.
Yeah, it was some type of, how he has those potions.
The poppy or something, but it was something else.
It was called the Essence of Nightshade.
Okay, yes. Essence of Nightshade. Okay. Mm-hmm. So we have that. He's giving it to her because she is afraid of what is going to happen if they lose the kingdom and Stannis actually takes over and sieges and what it is. They do all of that stuff. So, of course he came out. So yes. Moochie, can you put it on mute real quick?
Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Everything's going on over here.
That's okay. You can just put it on mute. It's all good. Okay, cool. So yes. So he gives her this this particular potion or whatever. And so she's doing this because she's scared and she doesn't want to be at the mercy of Stannis and his army and what they will do to her or whatever, her and her children. And so he's giving her this and she's being real snide about it. And she's just being real snide about it. What do you have, Miss K, about this whole episode? I mean, this whole little sequence right here.
Just, same thing, basically what you're saying. Like, she's really, she's just like, okay, because he's trying to get more information. Like, if you do 10 drops, what's going to happen with 10 drops. Because Essence of Nightshade sounds like it's something that is like for anxiety. And then if you take more, it induces sleep. And then if you do too much, then it'll kill you. So she's like, I know what 10 drops to do. Like, she just, she's just nasty,
I mean, it's a bad predicament to be in.
Yeah.
First of all, because you're thinking about killing yourself and killing your child, and just to do it mercifully because you don't know how, and that will happen. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I would assume anybody would be in a bad mood when they got
she's asking for this thing and she doesn't even really want to like tell him what for, you know what I mean? I mean, he knows, but she's like, yeah, just get out of here. Be careful on the steps. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Right.
I would have probably tried to get it in secret, but I mean, she can't. That's not her, that's not her thing.
Oh, he's always mad. I think
he got too much nerve to be mad.
Yeah, he has a lot of pressure on him, and so I think it works both ways. The fans are mad at him, and then he's getting mad too. But I think he has a lot on his plate. Like if y'all still want to see these shows and get all of this stuff, he's only one person, and so.
Yeah, but I think at the end of the day, it's kind of his fault because he kind of stopped writing while he could have finished the books while the show was still on. You know,
because at a certain point he stopped watching. He said he didn't like the way it was going, right?
Well, I don't know I think he did say he stopped watching, but I know he stopped writing. And then during the pandemic, he could have definitely he was the one sending out misleading blogs saying that, oh, you know, don't worry, I'm shut away, I'm safe and everything, and I'm writing. Okay, ain't writing. I mean, he has written some stuff, but obviously not enough to be done. So whatever. I don't think it's gonna happen, to be honest. So he could be mad with people all he want, and I think he just got a lot of nerve for that.
I agree with that. And yeah. So I mean,
you got a fan. I feel like if you have fans, you owe them that much. Fans are the ones that keep your stuff going. Like they're the reasons why you're rich.
I agree.
Like they pay for your stuff. So offer it up.
Yeah.
What you mad about?
Yeah. So Savannah Moochie's here. You see her? She's just not on camera. So now we see
Hi, Savannah.
Hey, Savannah. So then we're coming up where Stannis is actually getting close to King's Landing, and he's getting ready to go ahead and kind of breach. But Davos is seeing something that is going on, and he's like, I know he know that we're here, and I know they're anticipating us being here. Where is the army? Like, he's looking around. He's like, what is going on? So they looking around trying to figure out what's going on. They see one lone ship, and okay. So anyway, we cut to Tyrion and Shay
in the bed,
and that was the next thing or whatever. Of course, he was able to save her. Well, not save her. She kind of saved herself or whatever. And so they're in bed and they're just talking, and he's processing his feelings about being scared and what they're gonna do. They are gonna come here and kill all the Lannisters. So it's like imminent death is like just flashing in his eyes, and
he's scared out of his mind.
Exactly. And so she's trying to comfort him or whatever. And so talk about that a little bit, Kate.
She wasn't all that good with comforting. He was like what did he say? Cry for me or mourn for me, if I die or something like that. And she said, you'll be dead. How will you know? No. That was the first one, right? That was the first one. Sorry. That was the first. I'm getting confused.
Not when they was in bed.
It's kind of funny because this is almost a little different. It's kind of like a mirroring of the first time when they was about to go into battle, when he was, I think, in season 1.
Mm-hmm.
And they were in the bed and he said, weep for me or something. And she said, you'll be dead. How will you know? But this time she was a little comforted. I forgot. My bad. I got them confused. But she was basically saying that she's not going to let anybody hurt him or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. Yeah. So it is a difference. That's one thing I could say. There's a difference between the last season, before the night before the battle, and this season. She supposedly has more, care for him and stuff.
Yeah. They got grown closer.
Yeah.
Over time.
So.
Yeah. So the Hound. We see the Hound here. Let me look at the next shot.
Freaking troublemaking behind.
Oh, this is him and Bronn getting into it. Okay, so yes, him and Bronn had a little thing, and I think the Hound was kind of perturbed because he wasn't worried.
Just a killjoy.
Yeah, he was just like real lackadaisical about it, and he was just like chilling and like, if I am going to die, I'm going to have fun before I, what I'm saying? Like, how Bronn is. Bronn just like, yeah. Hey, you know what? I'm just get it how I live. So he over there, but I guess the Hound is pretty shook. It seemed like he was shook. I think the Hound had the best line. He had the best line or the best monologue in the episode. We'll get to it. But yes. He was going through some things or whatever, but did anybody find anything interesting about this back and forth with this confrontation? So
They was both saying they was killers. Well, that's what the Hound was saying to him,
Mm-hmm.
but he wanted to stress the fact that he they both enjoy killing. And I don't think it's like that with Braun. I think it's like I think he does it, but he's a strategic person. But he's not a strategist like how last week he can't plan battles.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That's
With
about it.
Braun,
They was just rude with each other.
with Braun is not. It's he doesn't mind killing as long as he's paid for it, and that's kind of when uh what's his name, Sandor was saying killing's the thing you love. It's like him. It's almost he's basically kind of telling the truth. It's like he's seeing through him, basically saying, look, a killer recognizes a killer.
Right.
I don't really understand why every time we turn around though, not Braun, the
He
Hound
does
is
that.
always talking about some killing. Your father loved killing. Killing's the thing you love. Everyone loves killing. Like, what? I don't understand. I almost feel like it's his way of dealing with maybe some guilt that he has for killing.
Yeah.
And he tries to place that same thing on everybody else and say, oh, well, everybody loves to do it. You know what I mean? Because it's like, this is not the first time we hear him say stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think for me, I just think the whole thing about the killing aspect with the men, they do it out of survival. Like, yes, there are some people like Joffrey. There are some people like, Clegane, Ill and Pain, like people like that. They seem like they may enjoy it, but at the end of the day, like the stuff that Hound was saying, he was saying your brother, your father, and all that. He was, but it's out of survival, and I don't think that anybody really enjoys it. But yes, technically, they all are killers. So. Yeah. So yeah, it definitely was some kind of projection or something that he was doing with whenever he said that. And like you said, he kept saying it. He said it in another episode, and he said it.
He says it to Sansa.
He says it to Sansa a little bit later on
about her father, and then so.
Yeah.
He, when she in that episode when he saved her from being Ard, she thanks him. I don't know if it was the next episode after they were walking down the hall passing each other, and she stopped him and she said, she wanted to say thank you, and then he was like being a jerk, and she said, why are you always so hateful? And then he brought up the whole killing thing again, and it's just like, this guy, whatever you need to tell yourself, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
I think he brought up the killing thing because he's still traumatized for what happened to him.
No, I think what happened with him was he got burned from his brother. He hates his brother, but maybe he's feeling a way about killing that little boy. You know what I'm saying? But he follows whatever Joffrey or whatever the people that are in the ruling, whatever they tell him to do.
Right.
So, I don't know. He's like you said, projecting. He's just trying to, make himself feel better at the end of the day. He's very miserable, the Hound.
Yeah, definitely.
That's why he came down there and started trouble with Bronn. Bronn is out, they having fun. They singing the Lannister song. And here he come, being a killjoy. This might be the last night of your life.
Right.
And here he come with the nonsense.
Exactly.
I like the Hound, by the way, folks.
Yes, me too. I like Bronn too. That's the thing. Like, everybody's flawed, but sometimes you just like flawed characters.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bronn was timing up for him because he was like, he didn't know what kind of ish that the Hound was on. You see, he had his little blade, and he was about to get the stabby. If he
he was gonna juke him.
That's why I wouldn't have mind seeing,
right. Yeah.
I think the Hound would have got him though.
Do y'all think that he was a little afraid? Do you feel like he was a little shook?
Who, the Hound?
Yes, it just felt weird. And then later on, as you see down towards the episode when all of the fire. I know the fire triggered him. The PTSD.
Oh yeah.
All that stuff.
That's what scared him.
Yeah, but
That's
yeah,
what he
I
was
guess
like. F you, F the king, F this city.
What was your favorite scene?
Huh?
That was my best
Mine too.
monologue. That was my best line.
I love
Mine
that
too.
line.
That was my best
That
episode. That was everything. That was the best. Like I said, oh shit, he said that. I was like, oh god, it was a lot. It was
yes, I love it.
Okay, so Varys is bringing the map of Westeros where all the underground stuff, the underground tunnels and all that stuff to get to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And Tyrion was like, there's no escaping. I'm going down with the ship and all of that.
Yeah.
Now I did notice that they kept on saying, is that Todrick or
Podrick?
Pod,
uh-huh.
They kept on saying, do you trust him? Do you trust him? And then it kept seeming like they kept putting the camera on him and showing him for some reason, catching all of these nuggets of information. Does that play out some kind of way later on down the line? I thought he was loyal, but I don't know for sure.
He's loyal.
He's loyal. Okay, maybe they was just trying to hint at something or whatever, but
maybe they were just maybe, now in hindsight, it's like a lot of things were said in front of him and he still stayed, loyal the whole time,
Okay. Yeah, I noticed that. And I think maybe it was like a deflection or distraction to try to keep you guessing. Like if this is your first time watching it, then this possibly could be a betrayal because I kept seeing that they kept mentioning. And even when he was talking to Shay, he looked up at him and he was looking like he didn't hear nothing. He didn't see nothing.
Because he's always around. So
right.
Every time.
Yes, I was wondering about that.
Did you know that him and Ellen Payne are related?
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I forgot how, but they're in that line.
Who's the
Podrick
Squire, yeah.
The Squire and
okay.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Ellen Payne and Podrick Payne.
Okay. So yeah, he was talking about he been spending time with fancy folks. Just tensions are high. That's all I can say. Like it was like a lot of squabbling going on, and they just kept on. Everybody was going back and forth with each other. Oh God! And this fool right here, he comes, Sansa.
See? Oh yeah, come here.
He was
so annoying. Oh gosh.
Talking about kiss my sword.
A jerk.
Girl.
But I like what she said.
What'd she say, Moochie?
Are you going to go and fight? When she was like, are you going to are you going to go? What did you say?
The Vanguard.
Yeah, she said, and fight. And are you going to fight Stannis? And he was like, if he comes near me. But I like the way she mentioned her brother. She didn't hear the stuff that Arya heard.
Mm-hmm.
But if
she was just lying.
Arya heard, she would know that how much her brother is a threat.
She was just trying to use reverse psychology and be like, yeah, you're right. I'm stupid. My brother always goes in where the fighting is thickest. Like she trying to get him killed, okay?
Right.
He should have.
His punk behind wasn't doing nothing. He was over there talking about, I'll give Stannis a red smile. I'll do this. I'll do that. That boy was running like.
And he was like, why is it one ship?
Little scaredy bump.
And then
where are the rest of the ships?
Flathead self.
Oh.
Then he also said that when I bring the sword home, I'll have my uncle's blood on there for you so you can taste that. And then he said something about your brother's blood will be on there. You can taste that too. I was like, he is so vile.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. It was
a hot mess.
He was definitely nasty.
I guess Savannah said. He sure wasn't.
He wasn't doing shite.
Right. Not a damn thing. And we see that later on. I was like, okay. Look at him. He's like, where's our fleet? But he didn't know that Tyrion had a whole plan, you know what I'm saying, happening, going on. And so he didn't know that Tyrion had the whole Blackwater, what's it called? Wildfire plan going on. And so he was looking, he was like, what is going on? Look at Lancel. Lancel looking crazy too. And so he was like, they on the way or whatever. And so when I saw how he was looking, he didn't look worried. He just was looking like, okay, are they going to come, or is this going to, go down right or whatever? But yeah. Let me see. So then Sansa and Cersei are down where the high ladies and the high people, whatever, the women go to kind of take refuge. They got Ellen Payne down there, and she's like, he's supposed to protect us. And I don't really think that that's how that was going to go. But nonetheless, that's what she's saying, that's going to happen. So she was giving little Sansa a little, I don't know. I was like, did she put some of that stuff in her wine? Because the way she was talking, I don't know. What do you think about that, Miss Kay?
I feel like she was just drinking wine at the time, and just getting kind of wasted or whatever. But she was really like, this is a great example of misery loves company. This is part 2 of that in this episode, because we had the Hound doing that to Bronn, and now we have her doing that to Sansa. Even when Sansa walked away, she was just bored, like, Sansa, come here, little dove, or come here. And then, she said, what are you doing? And she says, I'm praying. And she said, oh, you're perfect, aren't you? Like, just, it's just like, this lady you're too grown to be bothering this little girl and to be jealous of her, because that's what you sound like you are.
She is.
You sound so jealous. Like, oh, you're perfect. And ain't nothing wrong with that. She ain't perfect, though, I'll tell you that.
She just seemed like she's a bully.
She's evil.
Yeah. And I thought that Sansa was kind of cool. She was real cool, calm, collected. Like, it didn't feel like she was kind of panicking and stuff, knowing what they are facing and what's going on and what's about to go down. I was kind of like, I was surprised that she wasn't.
She held it down. Yeah.
I like the fact that she tried to boost the morale of the ladies that were down there and have them singing stuff when they thought they was getting that the castle was getting breached, when they was passing through the walls.
Right, doing what Cersei was supposed to be doing, but she was
she left.
She don't care about nobody. That's why.
Well, herself.
Everybody knows that. It's all about her and her kids. You saw what happened when Lancel came in there and said that he wanted to bring Joffrey back out, and she's like, I don't care what you want. Where is Joffrey? Bring him back in here. So she wasn't helping the situation at all by taking the king off of the battlefield or battlegrounds, because he sure wasn't really,
And he was ready to go. Is it important what she wants? You know damn well she calling you back because she know you can't fight.
Right. Look, I called BS on that scene. I was like, what do you care what your mother wants? Huh?
Is it important?
Yeah.
What did she say?
I can't do the accent like Miss K.
That was the only time that he really showed some type of childlike innocence, though, to be honest. In that scene, that's the only scene I ever seen it. If you guys, I always, notice that about Joffrey in that one scene. You can see this innocence on him. I've never seen it before this, and never again after that. Like he's just looking like he's scared at this point.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, I'm really just a 14-year-old kid or whatever,
Right.
Who doesn't know nothing, who's evil as heck, who's just been torturing rabbits, and now I'm on the freaking battlefield. I don't know what to do.
Right. So this is when it's about to go down. Okay, so we see Davos saying that there's nobody on board the ship. The ship has come. They're like steer clear. The next thing you know, he sees the wildfire. He sees the green stuff coming out of the boat. He yells wildfire. And then next thing you know, Bronn takes the shot, perfectly lands it. Oh my God, destroys everything. This is when the hound is triggered. All that fire, we're triggered. You know what I'm saying? So we're getting through that. Look at that. That is so beautiful. This episode was $8 million, y'all.
To do that?
To do this particular episode with all of the battle scenes, the fight scenes, all of the killing, all of that stuff, the explosions and all of that stuff. I mean, I ain't saying it's beautiful like that, but look at him. Look at the
that green was crazy looking.
Yes, look at the alchemist. He was so happy. He was happy at his little handiwork. He was like this. He was loving it.
It's crazy.
Right. I thought that was so funny. I had to get that. And the thing about wildfire, it is crazy because it is like, it doesn't just like stop. It just feels like it just keeps going and reigniting, and then it'll fly over there and do something and then fly. I mean, it just felt like it was just all over the place. Like you thought the explosion was over, but it was still going and going and going and going. And I was like, oh, this is going to be epic. So this is what's happening on the sea. We ain't even get to the land yet. So there's that. How did y'all feel about this? How did y'all feel about Stannis and his position? How he was taking it? How did Davos' son die in the explosion?
I was gonna ask you that. It looked like he did.
I think he did.
I felt bad. I was gonna say that I felt bad that he died from that.
He was saying he would be happy to die fighting for the kingdom, though.
Sounding stupid.
For Stannis, that's what he said. Something like that.
That was stupid.
Yeah, he just sounded so stupid. Okay. I thought he was a little ridiculous because he was with the whole like Lord of Light thing, and some of them just kind of have this ridiculousness going on. But the fun fact about this guy, the pyromancer, the one that was all excited about the fire. He does the audio for the Game of Thrones books. Like if you purchase them on Audible, he's the one that does the voices, the reading.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yes, he was looking like this.
Yeah, like an evil genius.
Yes. Jeffrey isn't even a human. A cowardly 14-year-old kid. Yes. Is wildfire probably exists in real life.
It probably does, because George R. R. Martin gets a lot of his stuff from like things that happened and existed already, and he just switches it up a lot of the time. So
yeah. And this is one of those things, we'll see it again later on. Davos will say something that he was saying, talking about hundreds of men will die, and he said thousands, and he said it like with no no remorse, no care, no nothing,
like it's nothing.
Yeah,
because that's the type of person that he is. He's like he's a duty bound type of guy. So it doesn't matter if it's something that could be painful or hurtful. It doesn't matter what it is. If it's duty, it's duty. And
it reminds me of Tywin. Tywin has kind of like the same type of it's battle. Like, it is what it is.
Exactly, it is what it is. This is the game, basically.
However, I did notice that Tyrion had a reaction like in the opposite direction. Like he couldn't believe what he had done, and all them people, like, they kept on showing the men wailing and all the screaming, and they burning alive and all that stuff. Tyrion kept looking out at the sea, and he was just looking like he had remorse and stuff like that. So I was just like,
I don't think I ever caught that. Maybe I saw it but didn't get that part, so I'm gonna have to go back and
Okay.
watch.
Yeah. I
It's
mean, it
interesting.
could have been subtle, and it could just be me reading into it.
You
But
never know. You might be right, Shu. I gotta go back and look.
yeah, yeah.
I thought he was happy the trick worked, but you never.
Well, maybe because he was such a stark contrast to the alchemist, the
Yeah.
pyromancer. Like he was happy, but Tyrion, he just looked like in horror. He was just looking kind of like, I can't believe this. Like it just,
Mm-hmm.
like when you actually see it play out, it just kind of feels a little different.
He's in awe.
Okay, here she goes. She's still wallowing. The gods have no mercy. That's why they're gods. You know,
She got on my nerves. I'm serious. Like I
yes,
can.
Yeah, she was. I didn't like her this episode at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, she was definitely on one, wasn't she? I was just
Mhm.
like, girl, and she kept on telling her drink, drink, drink. And I was like, did she put something in it? I'm like, did she? That's all I kept thinking. I said, maybe she put something in it. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because she kept on insisting that she drink. She'd take a sip. She's like, no, drink, girl, drink. And I was
Yeah,
like, I don't know.
just
Maybe
one of those miserable broads want to bring somebody else down with them,
right.
trying to turn her into a lush like she is, because she's
Yep.
perfect. You're perfect, aren't you? Let me get you dirty.
She was, right.
What is
Stannis,
this? Give me
Stannis, he
fever.
was acting like a G though. He went there.
He had some good tactics going on.
Yeah.
If things didn't take the way things happened at the end, he would have won. He would have definitely took King's Landing for sure. What
Right.
the heck?
It's a game. I think it's a game on. It's a basketball game.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah, he would have definitely took King's Landing.
Y'all, I tried to get these little screenshots of when people was getting, like, you remember when they got to the land and they was throwing boulders off of the.
Oh, yes.
And they got that man and bust his head wide open. That's this shot. You can't really see it. I was like, yeah, that's why
crazy.
Cost so much because of all of the graphic nature of what was going on. He said if anybody comes out with if anybody dies with a clean sword, I'll R your effing corpse. I said,
yeah, that was craziness.
Oh my God.
This guy is ruthless.
I was like, well, God damn. Then Lancel gets shot in the arm with a bow. I was like, Lancel. He went running. He went running back into the thing, and he was like this. He went back to Cersei, and he was like this. He needs to come back outside. Oh, look, here's another one. This is when the Hound like splits someone in half, and all of his guts come out. I was just like, this.
He liked that. He liked that move.
Oh my God, it was. I was like, it was so graphic. It was, I was like, ick. It was just gross. What is this one? What is this particular scene? I feel like I caught it for something, but I can't really make it out. Okay, so now Cersei. Oh yeah, no. Then Cersei saw turning her her stuff onto Shay. She was like, I don't think I ever seen her before. And then Shay's over there. She's like, who are you? And how long you been, like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit.
Yes. When I first saw this, I was like, oh my God, she about to get caught out there. Woo, but thank God the freaking annoying Lancel came through the door. I'm like, right. Oh my goodness.
Right. She was
I thought she was gonna catch her because the way she cursed. Remember, she said she didn't curse, right?
Right. And I thought she was gonna keep on, because you remember that's the same stuff that Tywin did with Arya. Like they pick up on that stuff really, really fast. And if she had more time, she would have been probing, and she probably would have found out for sure. For sure. And then Lancel comes in. Oh my God. This part was so funny. This was the the laugh out loud moment when he said, "Listen, you listen to me. Your son needs to come." You know, he was trying to tell her to let Joffrey come back out on the front lines or whatever. She pushed him and he fell. I was like, it was so funny. As soon as he started bucking up at her, she just kind of pushed him, and that shit was so funny to me. I was cracking up. And this is more of the fallout from all the wildfires, like getting on everybody, and it was bad. It was bad, you know. And here he go. He's still triggered. He's still looking at all the fire.
Yeah.
Here you go. Oh no, this is when he first started getting on a tangent. He was like, "F the water, bring me wine." He said,
"Yeah, it was on its way at this point.
You to go back out there and fight." And that is when we get the epic
F your city.
Yeah.
F the king.
I loved it, man. I'm telling you, I rewound that like 3 or 4 times just to hear it over and over and over again. I said, "Yes, Hound, you better say it."
Yeah, it's probably one of the best quotes in the series, actually.
Right. And then of course Lance was telling him about his mom, with his mother saying, "Get back in," and he's telling all the King's Guard to fight in his presence, like for him. And he's going back and he runs off, and then everybody, all the morale starts to go down. Everybody's like, "Oh shit, the king ain't here, so what were you supposed to do?" And Tyrion was like, "If you don't fight for your own kingdom, why you think somebody else gonna fight?" And then so he had to end up turning it around and put it on them. Say, "This ain't just for him. This is not for the king. This is for you and your families. Y'all gotta fight for your families. They're gonna rape your women. They're gonna argue your women. They're gonna burn your house. They're gonna steal your gold. They're gonna do all of these things." And then he was able to get them back on board because they had really got, kind of down and looked like they
was defeated.
They was about to roll out. I was like, "Uh-oh." He gave them a little speech and they got back charged up. So
yeah. No, but I just found what you were talking about. I had to I have it on. I was rewinding it to see if I saw what you saw with Tyrion, and I saw the difference, like you said, between Tyrion was looking at the pyromancer and Joffrey, and Joffrey was laughing, like he had a big smile on his face. The pyromancer had a smile, and Tyrion was just like,
he was looking
I think this is funny. Ooh, okay.
Y'all are really sick.
Yeah.
Where's my son? Yeah, of course. She's so annoying. Oh.
Yeah, so she's still asking about Joffrey or whatever. I think was she talking to Lancel at this? Yeah, that's when she knocked him down or whatever. That's when Sansa started singing. And then Shay came and she said, "Stannis won't hurt you, but Ilyn Payne will." And so she was trying to urge Sansa to get out and leave or whatever.
Right. Go on. Back to your room. Hurry up.
Right. And then she was saying nobody's gonna R her because she had like this little blade in her leg. And I was like, "Girl, what
she swore she was invincible. Go sit down somewhere, girl."
She's like, "Nobody's gonna hurt me."
She had too much confidence in herself. I mean, it's okay. That's fine.
Right. So she was scared. She was shook. She went back and then she turned around and saw the Hound there. And he ready to go. He said, "F the king." So I'm ready to go. She was like, "I'll be safe here." And he was like, "I'm about to go north." And he asked if you want to go with me.
Why didn't she go?
Right. But I think that because he's a part of the King's Guard, I always thought that she kept thinking that those people was going to clip her up some kind of way, that they was going to betray her in some kind of way if she tried to get away or if she tried to do something. So that's why she kept on playing like even when Tyrion would ask her, and he was asking her sincerely, he's asking her sincerely too. But I think she was just scared because she didn't know whether or not she could trust him. That's what I think.
I wish I haven't gotten that far in the books yet, but I can't wait because I would love to hear, like what's going on in her head with all of that.
Right.
I think I remember that there were times where there was one person that was saying that he was going to help her escape. So I don't know if that even has something to do with it, but there were people that were saying they were trying to help her escape.
Okay.
Like, yeah, so.
Yeah, and I felt like
Dantos was one of them.
Oh, okay.
If you remember him. The one in the beginning of this season where he was supposed to fight, and then he showed up drunk, and then Joffrey was about to
wasn't that all orchestrated by Littlefinger?
Probably.
No, I'm talking about that whole scenario, not the death of Joffrey. I'm talking about that scenario in this season. It was the first episode.
My bad.
Yeah. It was like the first episode, and he was about to kill him, but she said, you shouldn't, you can't kill him, because she didn't say why, but Joffrey, what did you say? I could do what I want. And the Hound had to tell him it's bad luck if you kill somebody on your name day. So just trying to jog you guys' memory.
I got it.
Wish John was there, the Blackwater.
Yes, but he gets his own war, and that is a really, really good war. So yeah, and here he goes again projecting, and she's like, "No, I don't want to go." And then
yeah, your brother's a killer. Exactly, your brother's a killer. Your father was a killer. Like everything, no one is judging you, bro. Chill.
Right, and I was like, was he saying that to try to get her to trust him in some
maybe
way?
I think so, but he don't really know how to communicate with people.
Yeah, it was something weird about the way he was saying it, and I was just like, that was the only thing I can think of. Like he kept trying to compare. He kept on saying Ned and his and Rob and all that stuff, and I'm just like, well, what is the purpose? What are you saying? So I don't know. Child.
What happened? Somebody got split? I can't see.
Yes, this is. I forgot who did that, but I think the Hound.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Did the Hound do that? I don't know. I thought the Hound was with Sansa. Child, I don't know, but I know that. I mean, I audibly.
Was that the guy that was gonna try to kill?
Back is hurting.
What's his name? Tyrion.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think it was that guy, and he ended up he cut Tyrion's face, but he cut him first. And when Tyrion's face got cut, I swear I thought that's what was going to happen, because
that's not the one that did Tyrion.
Oh, it's not the same. Okay. Because
he got a spear. This guy looked like he got top in his head.
Was right behind it. Look, I feel like that. It was like he did him first, and then he turned around and did Tyrion second, and that's why I thought Tyrion was going to be hurt like that. But he just had a slice. He didn't go all the way through like the man did.
You saying the guard that did that to Tyrion did that to him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought y'all was saying that guy was the guard.
Oh no. He had a helmet on.
Right. He had a helmet and everything, which was weird because Pod must have some strength, man, to get that spear through that through the back of that helmet. Shoot, go ahead, Pod.
Look, there you go, right there.
My man.
I was like, come on, Pod. But you know what? It's kind of low. Do you think he might have went under the helmet? Because you see it's kind of coming out like through the mouth part. Like Podrick is shorter than him, so it could have went kind of under the helmet and just kind of.
Maybe.
He just got lucky with that head.
Yeah.
Right. I said, okay, Pod, I see you. And then here's Cersei. She's sitting up there with her little Tommen, and she's getting ready to give him. Oh, poor
I
Cherry.
know that was scary when I first watched it. Like, what is happening?
I was like, how hurt is he? Like,
He looked like he was dying. I was like,
exactly. He's certainly did.
yeah,
And then
she ready to
end it all.
get down. Yeah.
I'll keep you safe, my love.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so
stand and fight.
we
Stannis don't want to give it up.
Yeah, we start seeing the forces come and take Stannis and stuff, and I'm like, oh, something happened. Yeah, something happened. Tywin happened, and him and his forces was able to come, and she was scared to death when that door bust open, and he said,
yeah, the Tyrells joined forces with them,
and
they came, yep,
and said the battle is over, we have won.
Mm-hmm. Look at Loras back there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was like, this father. I'm like, yeah.
The battle is over. We have won. I'm telling you though, Tywin was definitely one of my favorite people. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this was a great episode. It was jam-packed from beginning to end. I think this is when this particular thing, because like I wasn't watching Game of Thrones from season 1. I think I started at this particular episode like around season 2 when everybody started talking about this particular battle, and I was like, well, what are y'all talking about? What y'all talking about? And I had to end up going back and watching. I had stayed on it ever since then. I keep trying to remember exactly what episode, where did I want to say that this was it, because I felt like there was so much buzz and chatter around this particular episode. Y'all remember when y'all started watching? Did y'all start watching from the beginning?
No, I was the crazy thing is when I saw like the promotions for it on HBO and all that, I was like, oh, that looks interesting. Never heard of the books or anything like that. And then by the time it came out, I never watch anything. You know how you see previews or whatever, and then you just whatever keep on going. That's what happened. Then years later, there was a lady on the job always talking about it, and she asked me if I watched it, and I was like, no. And then I said, I think I heard of it. Same story, and it was already 4 seasons past.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I binge watched 4 seasons, and then when the 5th season came out, that's when I was catching up. I was already caught up. Okay. So I was watching it fresh from 5th season on.
Oh wow!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm late to it. I didn't watch it till the quarantine.
Oh wow!
My sister told me to watch it, and that's how I started watching it, because when she was in the States, they had Game of Thrones parties at her house.
I would have too if I would have known about it. For the final season, I tried to have one, but people were not as excited as I was, and that's actually the backstory to why I decided to start a YouTube channel, because I noticed that my family, they weren't as passionate as me as like when it came to watching shows and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, this is kind of a lonely experience that I'm in right now. And I started coming across other channels, and I said, there's people that are actually talking about it. These are my people. I need to join this. And so that's what happened.
Right.
And that's the reason why I tell, my subscribers and stuff all the time how much I really appreciate them, because they're like an extension, you know what I mean? Because you guys, I get to talk about certain things, Right. Yeah, like I don't have that. I don't have that bond when it comes to talking about shows with my family. So you guys are like that part of my family when it comes to that. So,
well, y'all can hear it right now. What's going on where I'm at? They watching the damn game in the other room, screaming and hollering, all up in our little thing going on,
invading your time.
I want to say. Yeah, I think I started early, y'all, because I worked around a lot of people that was talking about it, and I love movies and TV, and so I was always one of those type people. I'm I'm like, oh yeah, no, I like stuff like that, whatever. And I think I got in it early. I think I got in it like maybe at season 3. I was like trying to do the catch up. I went through and I did season 1 and 2, and then I started at the season 1 of season 3 of episode 1. Anyway, you know how you be like, okay, they say that it's about to come back on, and you try to catch up before it come on. So that's what it was. So yeah,
that's what I did with P Valley.
yeah. She started watching. She probably started watching at the Red Wedding because that was another big buzz point. Because I think I already heard about Ned dying, and I was like, people keep talking about that damn game.
I know, Nate.
Yeah, they was talking about that a lot.
I'm glad.
I was hearing about it, and I was like, well, and me, because Moochie's still like, you ain't watched this, you ain't watched it. I'm like, I ain't get back to it. And then if I keep hearing people talk about it, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And you just got to kind of dedicate time to it. But it's really, really hard when you got a YouTube channel, you got work, you got kids, you got all of those things. So it's kind of hard to try to jump into things or whatever, but. Yeah, so she probably the Red Wedding was another big thing in the 3rd season that made people jump on board, and I jumped on board from Blackwater. So yeah, I was on board for like a long time. I wish winter was coming. I don't. We just got rid of winter support.
Eggs. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was muted.
Yes. No, it's all good. It's all good. We are done with the review. Do y'all want to give it a rating? What are we doing? What are we rating?
This one? I gotta give it a 9, between a 9. I'm trying to save a 10 for something else. I'll give it a 9.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5 then.
The crazy thing is, Blackwater is not really one of my favorites. I'm gonna be honest. I'll give it an 8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really one of my favorites. I know a lot of people, rave about it, but it wasn't one of my favorites.
Yeah, no, it's not my favorite, like in the whole collection, but to this point, being able to see an epic battle like that, like if I was to give it a high rating, I would give that one because it was just a lot. But yeah, I could see that too. I definitely could see that too. What do y'all give it in the comments? 1 through 10. Put it down in the comments. Put it down in the comments.
I love the name though, Blackwater.
Yes, Blackwater.
I love the name of the episode.
What did y'all think about George R.R. Martin writing this particular episode? This being his first episode that he wrote.
Let me ask y'all this: did he write the one in the season 8? The when they went against the
No, he didn't do nothing after.
I don't think he did anything.
He should have did that one because that episode, I feel like they really messed that one up.
Well, yeah, he didn't do anything after season 4. That was all Dan and Dave.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. Sorry.
He was done with it by anything of the stretch of the imagination towards the end of the season. He wasn't a part of none of that. So yeah, Lisa gives it an 8. Gives it an 8. I wish I can give it a 1 out of 26, but it's a 10. Okay, so support give it a 10. We got an 8.
Me too, Tamisa. I'm looking forward to the prequel as well.
What are the host's favorite episodes? Are you talking what we've seen so far, or are we talking the whole series, Tamisa?
Yeah.
I feel like I want to do a ranking at the end of either each season or either at the you can do both. Like at the end of after we watch them all.
Oh, you got to get this person out of here, the naked HD person. They be finding their way around.
Okay, let me see.
Wow. ridiculous.
Okay, he out of here. Remove. Okay.
I haven't seen him on my channel in a while. Thank God. Ooh.
Y'all got a favorite episode? She didn't clarify which one, but I mean, what we're talking about, the 2 seasons that we looked at so far, your favorite episode, or
I can tell you right without if we were gonna go from between season 1 and 3, I can tell you right now that the Bear and the Maiden Fair is out of from 1 through 3 is probably it's definitely my top. If I had a top 3 at least, it would be probably number 1 on the list.
The whole series.
It's the Bear and the Maiden Fair when I think that's episode 8. It's either episode 7 of season 3, episode 7 or 8, and that's when what's his name? When Brienne was in that little pit or cave or whatever with that bear. That's like one of my favorites right there.
That's in season 3, episode 7.
Yeah. That's one of my favorites. Like when I remember one time, like, cause I watched Game of Thrones reactors for the first time watches. I always look forward to that episode. Like I can't wait. You know how people look forward to the red wedding, or all of those things, all those shocking episodes. I look for those as well because I want to see how they're gonna react. But I look for that episode because it's just that turning point for Jamie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He went back for Brienne, so it's like, oh, I gotta see what they think about this because you watch their emotions, how they hate him, and then slowly it's like, oh shoot, I hate the fact that I'm starting to like this guy. So I'm
right.
Like, yes, it's hard. I know it's hard.
What about you, Moochie?
She's right about that because I hated Jamie in the beginning. And then, like, it was a turning thing and it was a slow turn.
Yeah.
It was a slow turn. I agree with you.
I felt like it was earned. I think they did a really good job at making it so subtle and so but obvious at the same time.
Yeah.
And at one point where you hated him and then you started rooting for him at the same time. And I think they lost all of that in season 8. And so
and the crazy thing is, you know what? It's even before he lost his hand, you started to see a little bit more of him. Like the layers were being pulled back. You know what
yeah, because he had spent so much time with them.
With her, right. He was with her for a little while, and he was also telling her, when they were about to go take her back there and her, he was saying like, you can probably get a nice amount of money for her, this and that. He was trying to stop it from happening,
Right.
And he was even trying to tell her, look, if I were you, I would just let them do it, give it up or something,
Right.
Even though, of course, she's like, are you serious? Like, I wouldn't even want to, why would I want to do that? But it was even before he lost the hand, you saw certain parts of him changing, but then him losing that hand, it kind of almost like he lost himself, but then she was kind of there to pick him back up and be like, you're acting like a bloody woman. You know what I mean? Like eat the food and survive and whatever. So it's like they just had that bond. So I like that.
I think some of my favorite episodes that was very, very, very memorable for me, that had a real big impact on me was Ned's execution. That was really big.
That was crazy.
And that was okay. We already know what that was. Then also the Battle of the Bastards was good. I also like the Rose and the Lion. Of course, that's when Joffrey met his end. And then I also like what is that called? Something in the recent it was in season 7 of Game of Thrones, and I think it was something whenever Daenerys used her dragons to do the loot train, the loot something like that.
I think that's season 7.
Yeah, that's season 7. I can't the loot train attack. I can't think of what the actual name of it is, but yes, that is one of my favorite. And Yeah, I don't think I wasn't really a fan of the White Walkers. I thought it was an interesting element, but I felt like they didn't do them right. It started to fall off after a while, but
I think Hard Home. I like Hard Home too.
yeah,
It's
Hard
a
Home
good
was good.
episode.
Yeah, Hard Home was good.
And I love all the episodes where with Tyrion and Tyrion at King's Landing is one of my favorite. It's just he has my favorite scenes with him in it is when he's at King's Landing. It's like that's where
So, in what capacity are you saying? Like
when
as
he's
hand
and
of the
when
king?
he's in King's Landing, yeah, when he's the hand of the king. Because it's like that's where you see all his wits are, after that.
So mainly this season.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that, it's like, oh man. So we get that for 2, we get it for 3, and then we get it for 4. So we get him in King's Landing pretty much the majority, and then the other half is kind of like what the heck. But and then also when he's at the area, like that episode.
Oh, it's called The Spoils of War.
The Spoils of War, yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah, I love that when she rescued Jon Snow, Tamisa. Huh?
I said it gave me chill bumps.
What? Yeah. I love that one when she rescued him, and then the part when she was waiting for him to come back, because remember when he fell in the water, or they had to leave him, and she was waiting for him to come back, and then that I freaking loved that. Oh my gosh!
Right.
And then he called her my queen, or that he'll bend the knee or something like that if he could, and I was like, oh my gosh!
Yeah, I like that part too.
Yeah.
Yes, you guys. That gave us a nice little trip down memory lane. Of course, I like when all the bad guys were killed. So I had the Rose and the Lion. I got the Battle of the Bastards.
Look, Moochie.
I heard that. I saw
the Moochies of War.
You know what? The next episode is gonna be like really gonna start kicking off where we see this evil person.
With who?
The bastard. The other bastard.
Oh yeah, Ramsay.
Oh my God.
Yeah. When I rewatch, I fast forward through him torturing Theon. I'm sorry. Whew.
So he makes his appearance in the next episode.
I didn't feel bad for him.
I can't deal. Like, it was too much. Ugh, I can't watch certain things.
Yeah.
So.
Yes. So we had a good time with you guys chatting it up about Game of Thrones, season 2, episode 9, Blackwater. I'm so glad you guys stayed with us, stick with us, make sure y'all liked it. I think y'all liked it. I think I saw. Okay, yes, y'all liked it. How about share it? Share it with somebody that you think likes Game of Thrones. If they don't like it, then they just click off. So there's that.
You don't like it? Kick rocks.
Right.
No.
Yeah, all you gotta do is click the X. It's
just a joke.
It is what it is. But I want to ask the lovely ladies on the panel, what do they have going on their channel? Make sure you follow them. Make sure you turn on your notification buttons. Make sure you subscribe, and they're going to tell you what is going on with their channel. We can start with you, Miss K.
Oh, the Sunday Live 8:05. We're gonna be doing Atlanta, the season 3 finale of Atlanta. Instead of me doing a video, we're gonna do a live because I just haven't gotten it out yet. So
yeah,
time to do the live.
And lives are just easier.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you to like Muji had to bring that to my attention. Like, maybe you can just do a live. I was like, there you go.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's pretty much that. And then we pick up on Tuesday with The Wire.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yep. Season 2, episode 2.
Okay. And that was Miss K, y'all. So,
Yes.
Moochie, what you got? What you got?
I'm still doing 61st Street. I'm doing the trailer breakdown for Animal Kingdom. This is the final season, y'all, season 6. And I got something else in the works. I'm still trying to get Top Boy. I'm getting ready to do that.
Okay. Cool. Y'all watch Top Boy? I haven't gotten to it. I've heard good things.
It's good. It's real good.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Top Boy. Hey, Taylor.
Hey.
Said the redhead dude is my man. Who's the redhead dude?
You talking about Tormund? The one that be with Jon Snow?
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, okay.
I like him. He's funny to me.
Yeah, me too.
And he loved him some Ren.
I love him.
This month.
Naked is back. Exactly. He's back. Would you stop?
He done came back. Darn it. All right. Well, I didn't remove them. Okay. This nigga. Anyway, so
how did he get so many up there like that? What is he doing?
Right.
He probably got like 5 computers out, one of them type of losers.
Yeah,
Let me do it over here on this computer. Sitting on that one, sitting on that one, sitting on that one.
Took his hand off his peen to get everything on there.
Right.
Loserville.
Right.
Loser from Loserville.
So for me,
girl, even in the
I'm going to actually do a trailer reaction to The Shy, of course, because The Shy is coming back soon, and I believe I should be on Lamont's panel if he decides to do it. I'll be over there on his channel, and I'll probably do small recaps or highlights. Like, I can't promise recaps. I'll probably just do like highlights, something that I want to talk about. Yeah, I think that's the only way that I can really kind of stay consistent with doing things, especially if I talk about it on a different panel. Yeah, so The Shy, I'm gonna do a trailer reaction to that, and we'll discuss it and break it down or whatever. And I still got my P Valley coming. It is in the queue, y'all. It's working. We're gonna get it. I might have to do. I probably have to condense it. It's too much trying to do these recaps. Hopefully, y'all have seen it, but I might have to do like a highlight thing or whatever, because the new season comes on Friday. So I might have to learn. I'll probably do a full breakdown because I already got that in the works. But the other episodes, they will probably be shorter, smaller, less screenshots and all that good stuff. So I need to get it done. And then also too, I have collaborations with Real Housewives of Atlanta, Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC. I do have my movie reviews up. I got Top Gun coming up. I'm going to film that tonight and edit it and get it up this weekend. It was so good, y'all. I suggest that everybody go see that movie. It is fantastic. And so yes, so I got a lot in the works, and let's just pray that I get it up. But check out.
Yes, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
You're gonna get it.
Thank you, Tamisa, for subscribing.
Thank you.
And also, I will. Speaking of The Shy, I continuing on with my recaps for that, or my reviews, because I reviewed it on my channel last season too. So
I wasn't doing anything yet with The Shy, but I will be doing it this season.
Yeah, that was my thing. I had all kinds of stuff going on with The Shy, so I definitely got to keep it going.
Yeah, y'all not doing.
I didn't even have equipment to do anything when that was on last year. Like, I just was starting to do stuff.
Are y'all doing P Valley?
Yeah, I just finished. I just made the announcement on my channel that I caught up, guys. I finished the episode this morning at like 6 o'clock. Episode 8, and I'm looking and I'm like, wait, that's it. And so so I'm gonna be reviewing that also.
Thank you, Support Gaming.
And that's what we's gonna do. Yeah. So I'm gonna be one of those that's gonna be reviewing it. I gotta fill up my I gotta figure out what I'm doing as far as my Sunday slot goes, because something is gonna be filling whatever's gonna fill the Sunday slots for my lives, and then if the Shy comes out, then I don't know. I'll figure it out depending on what's going on. So,
Right.
everyone just keep it locked.
So yeah, so that's what we all got going on. We're really busy trying to get this content out to you guys. I hope you guys appreciate it, support it. We love having you. I hope you are entertained. You have a good time while we're over here. And yes, and I hope to see you back for the season finale of Game of Thrones season 2 next Friday. Yes. So if there's nothing else, I'm Nita, your favorite diva. That's Miss K, and that's Moochie. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you guys. Hopefully on Sunday. Bye.